Commas in addresses, dates, and letters. First, we'll look at addresses. Use a comma to separate the elements of an address. Use a comma between the city and state. Use a comma after the state if the sentence continues, but not between the state and the zip code. Let's look at some examples to make that a little bit clearer. 351 Farmington Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut, 06105. So in this, to separate the elements of the address, we'll put a comma after avenue before the city and a comma between the city and the state. We don't put a comma after Connecticut between Connecticut and the zip code. If we're writing a sentence and we had Charlottesville, Virginia was the home of Thomas Jefferson, we would put a comma after Charlottesville to separate the city and the state, and then after Virginia as the sentence continues. Next, let's look at dates. Use a comma between the day of the month and the year. Use a comma after the year in a sentence if the sentence continues. The Battle of Wounded Knee was on December 29, 1890. Here we put a comma between the day of the month and the year. On December 28, 1895, the world's first movie theater opened in Paris. Put a comma between 28 and 1895, and then after 1895, since the sentence continues. Next, we'll look at commas in letters. Use commas after the greeting in a friendly letter and after the closing of a friendly letter or business letter. So, dear Auntie, that would be the greeting in a friendly letter. We use a comma. Love would be the closing of a friendly letter. We follow it with a comma. Regards would be the closing of a business letter. We use a comma following it. And sincerely would also be the closing of a business letter. We use a comma after it.